good to talk to you guys. It's good, no matter where you are or who you are around this world, I just want to remind you that you have value, no matter what you've done or what you've been through or any things you may have in your life that make you feel shameful. Those things don't define you. They're not who you are. You live in a reality of compromise. You live in a world of gray. You live in a world where right and wrong is an elusive concept. Anything that you've done, you can forgive yourself. Give yourself permission to forgive yourself. You're never too gone. It's never too late to do the right thing. Never. No matter what anybody tells you. Don't let anybody tell you you're anything other than who you are, because this system is going to want to define your reality for you. All right? This system is going to do everything in its power to construct an image, to construct an idea of what you should be. That's not who you really are. So many people define themselves by some system-appointed label, but that's not who you are at all. I can't tell you who you are individually, but what I believe is you are a child of God, whoever that God is. Even God is a concept. If you're here and you exist, I believe you are a child of God, and that makes you divine yourself. Put it this way, what this system is telling you is that you're basically nothing. The system is trying to tell you that you evolved from a single-celled amoeba that was preceded by inanimate object. That's how they really define evolution. They call it abiogenesis, people. You can look it up. Abiogenesis. It just means that their conception of life is that life just came from nothing. Okay? This system is trying to tell you that you live in an ever-expanding universe of millions of galaxies, and you live on an accidental spinning space rock that just happened to form out of nowhere. This system is trying to tell you that your consciousness evolved as part of some evolutionary accident. The system is trying to tell you who God is. They define your conception of God. This system basically just tells you a bunch of lies. Why are they doing it? Who's doing it? That doesn't really matter. The importance is just to identify that it's being done to you. Once you're aware of it, once you're aware of the situation, now you're in a position to do something about it. But first you have to become aware. You have to become aware of the situation. Once you're aware of it, the question is, can you accept it? Acceptance isn't easy. It's often a stepwise process. We typically go through multiple layers as we work towards acceptance. Those things usually involve intense emotions, okay? Those emotions are okay. You're allowed to be sad. You're allowed to be angry. You're allowed to express those emotions as long as you're doing them in a way that doesn't cause loss, injury, or harm to others. Don't ever let anybody tell you you can't express your emotions. Don't ever let anybody tell you you can't express yourself. That's your right. As long as you're not committing loss, injury, or harm to another person, you express your emotions any way you want to. They're yours. Because until those emotions get expressed properly, you'll never process those emotions. And you'll never come to the point of acceptance. All right? Once you can accept that you've been lied to on every single level of your whole life, once you could accept that your identity has been defined for you, once you could accept the things that you've done that you know were wrong, and once you could accept that you have harmed people. And once you can accept all those things, you're now in a position to move on. You're now in a position to identify who you really are. And now you're in a position to embody that identity and become the person that you were meant to be by God. Not the system. The system tries to get you to identify itself as the overarching God. The system wants your energy. Whatever you put your energy into is your religion. It's that simple. Your religion is whatever you set your intention towards and commit your energy to. Don't make the system your religion. Okay? Don't even make God your religion. If you want a concept of God, look no further than yourself. If you make peace with yourself, you're making peace with God. There's no difference. There's so many religions they gave us, and they put a lot of constructs on top of them, but they all seem to have one underlying synchronicity, is that everything is inside you, and the biggest journey takes place within. If you go and really look at yourself and examine who you are really, that's taking a step towards God. You don't have to look out to some religious figure or some religious institution, because they're only going to present a God to you that serves their purposes and enriches them.